Especially this one. Yeah, that's right. What in the world is this?
Taking it back to
I like how they had the happy music with the You Are My Girl while Tremel Davis was wincing in pain at the middle of the field. I thought that was completely ridiculous. Canute Morris from the 5. Zigzags 10-15, cutting from right to left now to the 20, and he stripped up at the 21-yard line. Jimmy Camacho, a solid kick. We haven't talked about the kicker much in this game, but Camacho, a man, only a freshman who has impressed us so far this season.
A guy that works out heavily. He's talking about he's always in the weight room doing everything it takes to be.
Doesn't look like it, but apparently he is.
Hey, come on.
When you have such a strong leg like that, I'm surprised that he doesn't walk in circles when you have one leg so much stronger than the other. He's banging 60-yard field goals in practice, and you could tell he is in the weight room. Next year, hopefully he can convert those field goal tries from beyond 40. That's been the one problem for him last year, a little bit of accuracy, but this season we'll see if that changes near the playoffs as LA Harbor's Darren Walker out of St. John Bosco. We haven't talked about him very much. He ran a 4.440, among the best in the junior college ranks. He ran for 17 touchdowns as a senior at St. John Bosco, but nowhere near the success that we expected in this football game. Under 100 yards rushing for him today. 2nd down and 9 from their own 22. 12-17 to go here in the 4th. Sestichin, a play-action fake, hoisted over the middle, but too far. Intended for Mike Andrews, who will try everything he can, but it's no dice. Into the game, not Ray Ford, but Thaddeus Lagrone on the coverage.
It's easier said than done, a deep pass. Despite that wide receiver being open, both of these quarterbacks for LA Harbor have had a hard time throwing that deep ball. And so has Nicholas King. He hasn't hit anybody deep for over, I would say, 30 yards yet.
Well, Tyler Sestich or Nicholas King, it's been the same old here for LA Harbor, who are staring down a 1-6 start, including an 0-2 beginning here in the Junior College Conference. As the 3rd down pass incomplete, it'll set up a 4th down, a 3-and-out forced by that Riverside offense. And it's been just the script continues to repeat itself here for the LA Harbor Seahawks.
Boy, this 4th quarter is going to drag if both of these quarterbacks keep throwing incomplete passes, but we'll see Riverside here probably run out some clock from the 12:05 remaining in this ball game.
When you lead by this much against LA Harbor, I don't think there's any reason to continue passing, but
there's still work to be done, probably, according to Tom Kraft.
Yeah, and Tom Kraft always seems to surprise me when it comes to play calling in the 4th. A high wobbler will be inside the 30-yard line. Tremel Davis will let that one roll, and it's out to the 28-yard line.
Tremel Davis, I feel like, is playing a little too conservative, electing not to return that ball right there. But we'll see if next week he's given the assignment of returning punts after his lone fumble in the 1st quarter.
Into the 4th quarter, Chaffey College on top by 4, 40-36 score over the number 1 team in the state, Long Beach City College Vikings. And that one's looking towards the final. Chaffey looking to pull up the upset. That would that shake up things in junior college.
I mean, that's a team that beat Mount Sac. So we got to take that into account.
Wildcat give. There goes Anderson. Zigzags 30. Able to make a man miss and skips his way to around the 33-yard line, a gain of 5. 11:49 to go. Tigers up 31-6. Well on their way to a 5-1 start. This will be the 45th win by Tom Kraft, and he's only in season number 5 here in the junior college games.
And Nick, Kelly Helinski has come on to the
Kelly Helinski, the Columbia University transfer. His first throw completes to Matthew Morin, and that will be right at the 1st down marker as the make was to the 38. And that will indeed be enough to move the chains. Kelly Helinski 1 for 1. How about that?
Yeah. Just like his number, huh? Number 11 is back in the game. And, hey, it just goes to show how much respect they have for Kelly Helinski, giving him time to develop. They understand that he's had offers from D1 schools, and so they've got to get some game tape in for him. A lot of respect towards him.
Fresh set of downs here for Helinski. Handoff goes to Anderson, bouncing outside. 45-50. It's a foot race to the 30, zigzags to the 25. And it looked like he had a lot more room to run, but at the final moment, tackled, made by number 28, brilliant Taylor, and that one saved the touchdown.
Yeah, Chris Anderson right there making some moves right there and just getting a huge gain for a first down. It's exactly what we like to see in Riverside. Finally get something going as far as a big run.
Handoff goes to Anderson, zigzags to the 20, and shimmies his way to around the 15-yard line for a pickup of 6. Anderson has very quietly established himself now as one of the best Riverside runners, and a guy that even this season should expect more, is demanding more playing time.
Yeah, I mean, with Denzel Foster not playing at all tonight, it's a perfect
the running
night
game
to
didn't miss a beat.
Yeah, it's a perfect night to showcase what you got.
And Christopher Anderson, the freshman out of West Adams Prep, has certainly done that. James Norman into the game as the running back, the former Fullerton College transfer at 250 pounds. James, a.k.a. Nick Norman, gets the call, bulldozes inside the 15, and he's able to pummel his way to around the 12. It's a hard-nosed 3-yard pickup. Norman only carried the ball 7 times coming in for 9 yards, but did have 2 touchdowns. We expect him to be a valuable goal line asset for Riverside this season.
Yeah, he is actually, and it's very rare that we haven't seen him as many times as Riverside has been in the red zone. As he continues here, he's most likely being called on to run this clock out as much as possible.
Norman does dot the I here. Counterplay does go to Norman, who lowers his shoulder and picks up enough to move the chains. That'll be a 2-yard carry. James Norman out of Alif Taylor High School in Texas. He's able to come back home against his rival Riverside College Tigers. And did he move the chains? No, it looked like he did not. Referees at the final moment signal him short of the marker. And out onto the field is Jimmy Camacho. This will be a 30-yard field goal for him. It'll be nice to see him convert more of these field goal tries. He's only attempted 10 this season, 7 of 10 here for the freshman out of Citrus Valley. Snap, ball down, it's a fumble, and Camacho will try his best to run. He's tripped up, and now it's a mad scramble for it, but recovered by Devontae Lee, and that'll be a turnover by Riverside. Camacho would have loved to see him kick there, but the hold by Kelly Helinski was fumbled, recovered by the defense.
Boy, talk about not being in the game mentally. The snapper snaps it low.
That was Helinski.
And the field goal, the ball holder, totally not seeing that ball. Pretty much had his eyes closed.
Helinski has had absolutely no answer for these fumbles that are low and down to the ground. Helinski fumbled the ball 5 times against Grossmont, and he fumbles again, and he's not even playing quarterback. Boy, Helinski's got to work on. I mean, I know as a quarterback you're not supposed to be the best ball handler, but that is just ridiculous. 31-6. Now LA Harbor takes over. Sestich looking left and completes. That'll be Mike Andrews, who's been a busy man here in this half, and he's out to the 48-yard line to gain a 10.
Yeah, finally a first down from the LA Harbor Seahawks. It's about time to get one in this third quarter. I'm sure they're anticipating a score here and try to cut this lead to a more respectable score.
Notre Dame has the ball at the Florida State 8-yard line.
Add the penalty also for unnecessary roughness, 15 yards, and Riverside has had a fair share of that this season, Dan.
A little too much. A lot of extracurricular activities going on after plays many times this season.
Yeah, far too many. That is for sure. Into the game is Brandon Boyd at wide receiver out of Redondo Union. He's pushed out to the right-hand side. A 4-wide set here for the Seahawks. Tigers bring 6. They drop 5. A screen pass completes to his backup. That'll be a 5-yard pickup by Malik Maps, making something out of nothing there for LA Harbor. 2nd down and short.
Not much grabbed out for that play, but a decent pickup, and so it'll set them down for a 2nd and 6, it looks like.
Noye Clemens, the running back, a 4-wide set. And here goes LA Harbor now into enemy territory. Quick throw out to the near side and over the head of Marquise Waters. That'll be a 3rd down and 5 upcoming here, Dan. LA Harbor just always seems to be one quarterback away from making it to the next level. That was what plagued them last year, and here again. It's
Still
just been
searching.
quarterback controversy. Yes, still searching here for LA Harbor.
Yeah, one guy has to emerge as the go-to guy. One guy has to emerge as the starting quarterback and not just a guy that's going to be rotated in and out constantly in the ball game.
Sestich now, after Nicholas Pope began the game and off of an interception, he was benched. A read option and a pitch play. There goes Clemens out to the 35 and a punishing run for LA Harbor. Screaming is a lot, but it was actually absolutely nothing. Now 4th down and 8, and LA Harbor again is stymied on 3rd down.
Yeah, just give credit to RCC. RCC defensively is not going to allow anything despite the garbage
Even
play.
with the backups in.
Yeah, the backups are in, and they're still playing decent football defensively.
4th down and 8. Tigers tied to the line here, looking for the stand that can put this one away. They jumped off the snap. There's no flag, though. Setches fires on the run. Boy, the intended target, but it's incomplete in the flag. That'll be against the defense.
Jeez.
And now the Tigers will, off another 4th down, allow a penalty to help them move the chains. It was a pass interference for the Tigers against Ray Ford.
Yeah, a double penalty right there. Offsides on RCC and then pass interference on RCC. So they'll elect to take the pass interference.
Adding insult to injury. Now the LA Harbor Seahawks, off of a 4th down, will move the chains. Referees will have to wait seemingly an eternity for them to set the ball to the correct spot this time. Mount Sac leads 41-14. That one is just about a final there from Hilmer Lodge. Meanwhile, with 9:37 to go, Chaffee still leads 40-36. Out of this game, 7:17 to go. Riverside leads 31-6. It's just about a final here at Seahawks Stadium. We're just trying to run out the remaining 7 minutes of this football game. Sestich operates out of a 4-wide set. Marquise Waters pushed out to the right-hand side. Clemens flanks the quarterback. 1st and 10, slings it out far side, has his man out to around the 12-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 8. And that'll be right near the 1st down. Catch made by Mike Andrews yet again. Another big pickup by him today.
Like to see what RCC currently is doing. They're rotating new guys into the ball game on defense and just giving a lot of guys some playing time. This is perfect in developing your players.
Boyd, the receivers now, along with Morris and Andrews. It's a high snap, but a false start against the offense. Next week, Riverside will take on Mount Sac, Dan.
Mount Sac currently losing in the 4th quarter right now.
Or that's Long Beach. Mount Sac is dominating Citrus. But we'll play Long Beach a week after we take on Mount Sac. A couple of juggernaut ball clubs back-to-back weeks here for Riverside College.
And the test officially starts.
Begins,
Yeah, I would say playoff implications definitely.
Really, the playoffs for the Tigers start in 7 days. Shotgun snap. Sessions fires at the end zone, but Morris couldn't even see it as the ball was behind him. Incomplete. And now a 3rd and 7 here from inside the red zone. But this offense does not look anywhere near as efficient as it needs to be to try to find the end zone.
That's true. And RCC's doing exactly what they need to do, just locking them down, playing man-to-man. Nothing fancy about what RCC's doing, just locking them down.
Morris, Boyd, and Waters are the receivers. Here, 3rd down and 7. Tigers tight to the line, trying to stymie them from reaching the end zone. Floats this one to the end zone, intended for Waters. Incomplete. He's asking for a flag, and he won't get it. It'll be a 3rd down stop again by the Tigers. And will they this time force the Seahawks to settle for a field goal? No, they won't. It's the LA Harbor Seahawks that'll go for it on a 4th and 8.
Boy, talk about LA Harbor looking for a flag anywhere, and they were just begging for that flag. I didn't see any type of contact that would indicate pass interference in that last play.
4th down off a no flag. And the Tigers Tied to the line again here, Dan.
Yeah.
Back to throw. Seth just fires end zone, a leaping grab, and he's got it for the touchdown. Brandon Boyd, Redondo Union, he finds